This is the first dog we're going to show you today. Her name is Angel Jenny. She is 5 months old. She was abandoned outside of a kill pound in a box with a collar that had grown into her neck so deeply that it had to be surgically removed. And at the shelter, this was a dog that was up to be put to death, and everybody loved her. So Save a Pet sent a vehicle out and picked her up and brought her here. She is tremendously affectionate, wonderful with people, very, very loving, and after all the misery this dog has endured, for her to be as sweet and loving a little girl as she is a miracle. They named her Angel because they said she had a guardian angel. The woman who found her was Jenny. This is Angel Jenny, and she is as sweet as her name and waiting for someone to take her home and love her. Puddles is a 1-year-old male Lab Chesapeake Baby Retriever mix. He was turned down by another rescue because he didn't look like the picture that they had of him, so Save a Pet took him in. He's slightly food aggressive, so probably not small children, older kids. Good with dogs, good with cats, and just about house trained. He will have an occasional accident. He's very friendly, and he's one of these dogs who will bare his teeth, and people think that he's growling, but in effect all he's doing is smiling. Get a little nervous with strangers, gets comfortable to you really, really fast. He does have a naughty habit of stealing food from counters, so you don't want to leave anything too appetizing where Puddles can get it. But he's a sweet boy, he's a loving dog, and he would make a great family companion. He's just an absolute delight, a kissy, lovey, cute little boy, and his name is Puddles. Mr. Dougals is a 2-year-old male Chihuahua mix. Good with cats, good with dogs, great with kids. He's actually so happy to be around other dogs that they're hoping that he goes to a home where there is another dog present already. He was given up by someone who got him as a gift, and you know the story, we talk about it all the time. Giving an animal as a gift is not the best thing to do unless the people are there to choose their pet. Obviously, this one didn't take. He was adopted, he was in a wonderful home, and then the husband had a heart attack and he came back, and he's been so sad and depressed since he came back that he really needs, this poor guy has gone from hand to hand to hand through absolutely no fault of his own. He needs a permanent, loving home with another dog, with a family, with as many possible people around who can love him and prove to him that homes are forever and love never ends. You're looking at Mr. Dougal. We're looking at Vegas. She's a 7-year-old female border collie, given up by an owner because they didn't have enough time for her. This poor dog, when she's outside in her run, just stands at the fence looking for her owners, watches every person who comes into the shelter, watches every person that leaves, and doesn't understand why she was left here. She misses her family. She is very sad and has been since she came in. She's going to need a fenced yard. She's going to need somebody to play with her and exercise with her. But more than anything else, she's going to need someone to love her. Her name is Vegas, and she is as sweet a little girl as you'd ever want to meet. Duchy is a 9-year-old female. The owner said collie mix and probably collie corgi if I had to guess. This is another one of those animals who's suffering from their family's loss of a home. Family was foreclosed on. They lost their home. She lost her family. She was in this home for all of her life. They loved her. They said she was wonderful. She's good with kids. She's good with cats. She's good with dogs. She's a sweet, loving girl. But if you can see, she's carrying her head down. She's carrying her tail down. She's looking so sad. She's missing her family. And the only thing for it is to find her another family to love her. She has one problem. She's 9 years old, and people walk past her cage and ignore her. And they can't see the love in her heart, and they can't see the fact that her heart is breaking because she's here being barked at by strange dogs instead of loved by her family. Her name is Duchy. She is grieving, and she needs a home. Snowbell is a 2-year-old female husky, picked up as a stray. Owner never came looking for her. Nobody ever came looking for her. Nobody called. She is a very high-energy girl, as you can probably tell, and they are requiring a fenced yard for her and someone who's familiar with huskies, because huskies are a little bit stubborn, and huskies are a little bit wild when they play, and that's why she's still here. She just needs someone who will understand her. She is sweet. She is loving. She has the most beautiful blue eyes you've ever seen. All she wants to do is climb in your lap and play with you, and if you're looking for a dog who will just keep you moving, keep you running, keep you romping, keep you playing, and shed lovely husky hair all over your house, she's worth every minute of it. Her name is Snowbell. She is a sweetie, and she's looking for a home. If you wanted in your house a pair of little people, take a look at St. Matilda and Cletus. They are 5 years old, neutered male and spayed female terrier mixes. Again, came in when an owner relinquished them. They probably would be best in a home with no small kids, and probably as the only pets. They are very bonded to each other. They entertain each other. They love each other. But there's probably not any room in their lives for anybody else. So if you're looking for two sweet, healthy, loving, playful, outgoing, small dogs, if you've got room in your house for a pair of little people, take a look at these two guys. They are just precious. Now, who's who? Which is which?
Female.
That's Matilda being held, and that's Cletus who's being loved. And that's all they want, is to be held and loved and play. They're looking for a home, a forever home, with someone who will take them in and love them for the rest of their lives. This is Frisky. What a name for a Rottweiler. He's 3.5 years old. He is a neutered male. He is a big, huge, gentle, loving boy. Good with dogs, good with kids. They do not want cats. He really doesn't like them. He was in a high-kill shelter, and they actually called Save-A-Pet because everybody at the shelter was so in love with this boy. And it wasn't that he was a Rottweiler, and it wasn't that he's a big boy. It's the love in this dog, which is bigger than he is. This is such a sweet, gentle, loving, and he found a good smell over there, didn't he? Such a big, sweet, gentle, loving fellow. So kind, so good, so special that everybody who lays a hand on him adores him. He's, oh, look at that. He'll crawl in your lap. He thinks he's a puppy. He'll lean up against you, and he'll wash your face till it's dripping. His name is Frisky. He is a wonderful, loving boy, and he's looking for a forever home of his own. This is Woody Ruff. He is our special needs dog of the day, and everybody here, from the person who is in the kennel to the person who is feeding to the person who is medicating, everybody loves him. He was in a high-kill shelter. Somebody saw him there and saw how sweet and loving he was and sponsored him until they could get him in here. He is heartworm positive. He will need 3 weeks of medical treatment and quiet time. He can't be allowed to get excited or run while the poison that is in his body that's killing the heartworms. After he's through with this treatment, he can play and romp. He is an older guy and he's a little bit heavy, so he's not going to be playing and romping all that much, but he will be loving you to pieces. He will be so grateful. He needs a special, loving person with a very big heart and a very soft hand and a loving voice to take him home, to heal him, and to love him for the rest of his life. He will return it 1,000-fold. His name is Woody Ruff. Everyone here is praying that he finds the perfect home. We've shown you wonderful cats, beautiful dogs. There are kittens available right now. All of them praying for a loving person to come and take them home. All About Animals would like to thank Cairo Animal Hospital for sponsoring the show and helping us place these loving pets.